Dear students, today we see the different types of data structure and algorithm notations. These are the various types of data structure. Basically, data structure divides into two categories, primitive data structure and non-primitive data structure. Non-primitive data structures are again categorized into two different categories, linear data structures and non-linear data structure. In case of the primitive data structures, all the fundamental data types are called as the primitive data structures, integer, real, character, boolean. In case of non-primitive data structure, it is divided into two categories, linear data structure and non-linear data structure. Arrays, linked list, stack, queues are the examples of linear data structure. Trees and graphs are the example of nonlinear data structures. And now we see all the different data types in detail. The first data type is primitive data structure. The primitive data structure means it is the most fundamental data type or the most elementary data type structure is called as primitive data structure. And these primitive data structures are directly operated upon machine level instructions. You know, machine level instruction means the instructions which are only understood by the computer and the instructions which are made up with the zeros and ones. And the examples of primitive data structures are integer, float and character. Non-primitive data structures, generally the data structures which are made up with the primitive data type are called as non-primitive data structures and they are not directly operated by the machine level language instructions. The examples of non-primitive data structures are the structures used to represent array, structure, file, etc. And in your examination, you have the question on these data structure types. Write a difference between any two. Write a difference between primitive data structure and non-primitive data structure. The next second category is linear data. Non-primitive data structures are again divided into the linear data structure and non-linear data structure. In case of the linear data structure, the word linear indicates its meaning itself. Linear data structure in which the memory locations are allocated in a contiguous fashion. What do you mean by the contiguous fashion? Contiguous fashion means the elements are stored sequentially one after another. And the examples of linear data structures are array, stack, queue, linked list, etc. In the figure, you can see linear data structure means all the blocks are put one after another. Means you can store all the elements one after another. In case of nonlinear data structure, the elements are not stored in a continuous fashion or a contiguous fashion is called as the nonlinear data structure. Means the elements are randomly stored in the computer's memory. The examples of nonlinear data structures are tree and graph. In the figure, you see that the nonlinear data structure consists of the structure just like the tree. Means the topmost element is at root position, then its children's or its subnodes are appear as a descendant of the topmost node and similarly the another nodes. Now we see the algorithm notations. So first of all, what do you mean by the algorithm? From the previous year, you have already learned the concept of algorithm. The algorithm is a step-by-step procedure of solving a particular problem. Means if you are given a particular problem, then you have to solve that problem step by step is called as the algorithm. Suppose for example I want to do the addition of two numbers. Then how to solve that problem? So for that you have to write step by step procedure. Means first of all you have to read the variables, initialize the variables, then do the additions, and then at last display the result of addition. So all these are the steps and you have to write the step by step procedure of a given problem. Then the next question arises that how to write the algorithm or what notations that one can use at the time of writing algorithm. Algorithm notations, or you can say these are the algorithm format conventions. The first algorithm notation is name of algorithm. Every algorithm name is written in a capital letters. For example, I want to do the addition of two numbers. Then just I give the name of algorithm as add and it should be in a capital letters. And always remember that you should give the name of algorithm according to your task. It should be the meaningful name. The second notation is introductory notation. What is that? The introductory notation means the name of algorithm followed by the description of algorithm. Description consists of the name and type of variables used in the algorithm. Suppose in case of the algorithm add, what is the purpose of add? You should specify and it should be followed by the name of algorithm. This algorithm calculates addition of two numbers. It requires three variables a, b and sum. The sum variable stores the result of addition. The variable a and b are the input variables. The next algorithm notation is step. As you know that algorithm consists of the sequence of steps. Each step begins with a phrase enclosed in a square bracket and which gives the description of step. Means you have to write each and every step in this square bracket and what it includes the description of that step. Means what you are going into that particular step, what you are going to do in that particular step. The next and the last algorithm notation is comment. So all of us aware about the comment. The comment is the non-executable statements and which we have generally write to understand the concept. An algorithm step may a comment enclosed in a round parenthesis. In the algorithm notations, you have to write the comment within the round parenthesis. Comment specify no action and it is given only for the clarity. And these are the various algorithm notations. And now we see one small example based on the algorithm notations. See, this is a one example. Suppose I want to add all the elements of array. Means I want to do sum all the elements in an array. I have given the name as algorithm as a sum and it should be in a capital letters. It requires the three different variables. Capital A means it is the name of array, n the number of elements in array and sum small sum. So it is the variable which stores the final result. So just the name of algorithm, it follows the description. Then these are the various steps, four different steps. The first step is initialize the variable, and it is a phrase which describe the state. So set sum equal to 0 and I equal to 0. This arrow is used as an assignment operator, means the 0 value is assigned to the variable sum and the 0 value is assigned to the variable I. Then repeat step 3 while I is greater than n, means you have to repeat the step 3 till the value of I is greater than n. What is n? N is a user defined value. Then the next statement is the executable statement, means do the addition. Sum equal to sum plus a of I, means every time you have to add the new element into the sum, and after completion of this loop you have to display the result sum. And now here we stop. In the next video you will see the what is array and how the array is represented into the computer's memory, what is function and procedure. Thank you.